And good morning, team. Welcome to the channel. As we start, I want to make it clear that today's video format will be a little different. I'd like to have a real conversation with you instead of using audio and video made by AI. Because of this, I'd really appreciate your patience and any feedback or comments you'd like to leave below. We'll talk about technicals and XRP price action today. We will also talk about the price changes of the top 30 cryptocurrencies compared to XRP and Bitcoin compared to XRP. I'll also talk about some important news stories that, if true, would have a big effect on the price. Let's get right to it then. Geez, don't mind. We'll start today's video with a big picture look at XRPVs. I'll use over the last 4 years. So as you can see, it's been a descending wedge formation, which usually goes up. At this point, we're at the bottom of the trend line. And see it more closely. You'll see that we've broken through a downward channel and in the past month. Now, descending channels usually break to the upside. Since the C case is still going on, it looks like we'll be moving sideways and basically being in a very long-term pattern formation until the SEC case is over, which is very painful. You'll also notice that the comparison to the 30 biggest cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin, and to this point certainly hasn't done as well as people had hoped. Let's get more specific and see what's been going on for the past 3 months. So slowly but surely, things have been getting worse over the last month. And you can see that we kept testing this support line and pretty much broke through the resistance. Now the Crypto 30 and BT analyses will show you that the move up and the wider crypto space is much stronger. That being said, this is a breakout from the resistance line, but it's not as strong as some of the other cryptocurrencies. So where do I think it will go? What do you think? If we go a little higher and test the strong support line at the bottom edge of the wedge again, we could go straight to the bottom, test it again, and then start moving toward the top of the wedge, which is currently around 59 cents. This is what is most likely to happen. Now, do you think we'll get there soon? Based on what's going on in the crypto space as a whole, I have a lot of doubts, and so it's possible getting to that level will take longer. As you may remember from the bigger picture, we're basically waiting for the SEC news to play out. And that's why I guess we're getting closer to the edge. It's also possible that we'll hear the news in this area. Hopefully that will happen in the next few months. Or, as I already said, it will be a slow slide. I want to draw your attention to the top, which is the Global 30 Crypto Index, which is made up of the 30 biggest cryptocurrencies. As you can see from the approval of the ETF, Cash ETF and Bitcoin Cash ETF, we've been going down and have now found a big turnaround. The crypto market as a whole has been going up steadily since then, and especially the last 3 days have been very important. I think the last 24 hours alone, Bitcoin has gone up by almost 6E. The pattern that XRP has been following is different from what you saw in the last graph. XRP has been behind. This is really bad news, but one of the reasons for it is the SEC case. Until there is a final decision and a real result, which I hope will happen within the next 2 months, I really don't think that XRP will have these beautiful God candles that we're seeing in most of the other cryptocurrencies. If we look at XRPVs, try to see and the relationship between the two, we can see that over the last 2 years, there's been a slow decline with XRP losing value compared to BT and moving in a downward trending channel. Most of the time, these break up upwards. As you can see from the huge amount of money that has been poured into Bitcoin, though the chance of a big move is pretty low. Even though that sounds really bad, it's not. This is what happened when the CC news came out, as you can see, basically about the SEC using. And that is the God candle we're seeing. There will likely be a big increase in the value of XRP. Compared to Bitcoin, if that happens again, and it goes without saying that everyone on this channel who owns XRP will be very happy. Remember the news about XRP compared to the troll. 30 cryptocurrencies and XRP near to Bitcoin sounded pretty bad. And if you look at how the price of XRP has changed compared to others, that is clear why we're not seeing the same explosive growth. In order to bring some good vibes to the channel, I like to show that based on a top trader long-short ratio, the market is currently very optimistic from the news and the way the price has moved. Because XRP isn't doing as well as the top 30 crypto altcoins or Bitcoin. The SE case is the biggest thing that could stop the market. By reading the news, well-known crypto analyst Ben Armstrong gives us a good look at Ripple's ongoing legal battle with the SEC and sheds light on how the settlement might affect the future of XRP. He says that Ripple might be open to a $10 million settlement to end the saga, which would be a good thing. He is also optimistic about XRP's adoption and price pointing to a big rise to $1, maybe even $2. And this is a long way from the $35,000 that some people are talking about. But I think $45,000 rise is completely unrealistic, but who knows? Armstrong points out Ripple's progress in other countries and predicts a bigger presence in the US market, thanks to strategic partnerships and financial institutions adoption, even though XRP is volatile. To make a long story short, I didn't see a big change until the SEC case is over. And most likely we'll go back to the top of the wedge channel, which is right here around 59 cents, but it's also possible that we'll just go back up. What will happen with the SEC case? If XRP is basically not seen as a security, we're likely to go even higher, maybe all the way back to the $120 level. That's, of course, if it turns out to be a security. We'll have to go back to the liquidity pool that's sitting around 35 cents. This should give you enough information to be able to make your choice. And while some of the news, especially about how strong or weak XRP is compared to other cryptocurrencies, might sound pretty bad, I still have hope that the SEC case will end well and that XRP will appreciate a lot compared to the rest of the market, which has been doing really well. I made a very strong case for XRP Ripple in yesterday's video. I really think it will work out in the end. I'm not sure about the CBDC part of it. That's probably a touchy subject, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. As a final note on this video, I'd love to hear your thoughts on today's format, whether you liked it or didn't. Also, if you're new to this channel, please think about subscribing. Please like this video and give us a thumbs up if you're already a subscriber. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Thank you.